they think they can leverage you.
Yeah.
But you can't leverage me over my stuff.
Right.
Even the app. I wouldn't be able to shoot nothing for the app unless they approved it.
They're out of their damn mind.
No, that
Josh,
is literally
everlasting.
That is literally what's good.
You're
That's
outta
the
here,
reason why I'm like, I want us to get this movie shot, even though the movie won't be a problem regardless.
Yeah.
But I know that is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
That's all right. These podcasts, though.
Colors looking muted because I'm gonna just add the contrast and saturation.
Okay.
I have a creative meeting with Brennan and Tony about the podcast.
What podcast?
The one you called me about the other day and was like, have y'all already shot it? Do you have the questions? Have you done your job? And I was like, wait a second.
I did not do all that.
But I thought I was in trouble.
No,
I was.
No, you weren't.
I was in hella trouble. And
You
I was
were
like,
not.
I was like, oh my God.
I'm just thinking because Melissa, her show, she's feeling like it's gonna be too expensive. So I was like, we need to shoot.
Why? Her the show that she wants to do that she hasn't done yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, we need to do the stuff that we can do that's
Inexpensive.
quick, inexpensive. Yeah. Especially while right now the app, the initial money for the app is got to help fill the building out. Right. So we got to balance that with the content that's not crazy. So when the app building's built out, then we can switch the budget to heavy on content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that was the whole reason of me even coming up with the idea was I was like, what is cheap to do?
Yeah. And also, it's not going to take long to edit.
No.
Your show will take a little bit longer to edit.
Whose show? Oh, the other one, the Crafts and Cocktail. Or women. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I know. Okay. What am I looking for? The
Email
link. Okay. I figured it was one of those. I was like, that quickly, I don't know what's going on.
Wanna be taken care of.
Tomorrow's my husband's birthday.
He's gonna be 38?
39.
Ooh. 39, old Tanksley?
He's in his last years of his 30s. Yeah.
I'm gonna get him 39 rounds of
hilarious. Mario's gonna have to he goes to put cigars down and go through the pipe. He gonna.
Oh yeah, he's such.
He got a cork pipe. I know he's got a cork pipe.
He probably does. Him and Tahir just love old stuff.
I don't think he does. But he's getting some real hood for his birthday though.
Real hood?
Mm-hmm. I'm getting him a new grill.
Does he know?
That's what he wants.
Oh, he hasn't got fit for it yet.
No, I have.
I want to get another grill.
We're going to try this one place called The Grillist in Santa Monica tomorrow.
Well, they do grills here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
but he wants to. He's like, no, let's do this place in Atlanta. I said, but then we have to do the mold, and I'm afraid we're gonna mess up.
Yeah, that's what we did. We got him in Atlanta. Is there any ads you can do?
Oh shoot! I knew there was something else I needed to do.
Man, this day
is crap.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, the color still ain't fixed. Next question.
Next question, Buster.
Today's been a day.
Today's been a day, guys. Just please bear with us.
I can do all of these. Is there anyone? Oh, listen! Don't expect no transitions from me.
Oh yeah,
just
ain't nothing.
Happy.
We're here.
I might be able to read correctly. What page am I supposed to be on? I don't know. Oh, I haven't even. Okay.
You're gonna buy me a booty. That's such a funny section of words.
That's hilarious. That whole
Atlanta.
The whole song.
I'm gonna find me a rapper. He gonna buy me a booty. Maybe star in a movie.
Mm-hmm. I just
wanna be taken care of.
I just like hundreds.
Oh, my cousin, that song is her anthem.
Yeah.
I want 2 kids from a surrogate, Hermes and his bracelet. What have you done to deserve this? Nigga, I've been alive.
I'm cute.
That's all I have to do. What do you mean? I was born. She embraces her lower register, and it really separates her from other vocalists.
Yes.
But she can do other stuff.
But then she's got that run that she sneaks in. What was the run in the first song?
You talking about the Tiny Desk?
Yeah.
Home of the shed. Tiny Desk. Home of the shed. You know she's like Tony Braxton if Tony like belted in her lower register. Like Tony sings in her lower register, but she don't be like, I'm finna go ham.
Right.
Jasmine like, watch this.
I'm gonna go ham.
I'm gonna go ham in the lower register.
That money keeps that new end. I if that ain't the gospel truth. So listen, my money, it makes me happy too.
Oh. Don't remember what was in my cup.
Oh my God, Josh. I love it. And listen to it on the way home. What am I taking care of? I got dreams to buy expensive
Sorry,
things.
the show is emailing me in the show.
Where's my millionaire? I got dreams to buy expensive things. This might not be up by 6 a.m., huh, Joshy?
Oh, it's going up by 6 a.m.
You think so?
I mean, it has to.
Dang,
We're
Joshy
contractually obliged to.
Dang, you gonna have a late night, Joshy going.
It's all good, man. It'll be up.
Gonna take all I can get my money.
I said my camera box should be in the middle center. We have 4 options and it's just corners. Next question. I got time today.
Next question.
Let me know when you're ready, Josh and Angel.
I'm straight.
Born.
Do you want to?
Born.
Actually, let's run it. I'll count.
Born.
It's
Oh, you want to wait till 55?
It's 52, but
Just count it as 50.
okay.
All right. Here we go. And 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
Fat Chick Angel.
welcome to another podcast episode.
Another
Banging on you all
podcast.
2021. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Smash that notification button.
Smash it.
Smash that Patreon button.
Smash the
Spanker.
Smash the app button. App button.
That PayPal button?
I
What
don't,
you
I don't know what
Patreon
happened. I don't know what happened.
Sorry, guys. Listen, Angel and I, God bless you. God bless you. We are slap happy. We've both been working in Hollywood this week. Angel got a full sketch. I shot my first thing that was real.
Come on.
I did shot it. I have my own trailer.
Did you?
I did.
Did it say Kevin came on stage?
It said Kevin Fredericks.
Yeah.
I
That's
decided
even
when I
better.
go in traditional Hollywood.
That's respect and full
Is
legal.
that your SAG name?
Yeah, that's my SAG name. I had to pay that money. It was like, you ain't shooting nothing. Here's the money. You can shoot it. Yeah. So, but we've been shooting and meeting and going crazy. Yeah. Patreon is watching this live. This is 7 p.m. Tuesday evening. Late
Man.
night. Josh gonna be up late.
I'm not sleeping.
He ain't gonna have no time to
I'm
set.
sleeping at
sleep.
at
Oh.
what?
You don't be sexting?
We're not doing this. What are we doing?
In his business
You
like
know, like
that.
that, they be
Listen,
like,
this
girl,
ain't even the
you sit on
bonus.
that, see a little piece of that butt.
Ooh.
This ain't even the
Oh,
bonus.
you look got a little piece of butt in that phone? He said,
First up on the docket is Danny Lay. Am I right?
Danny, is it Lay or Lee?
I thought it was Danny Lay.
Okay, but before we go to the docket, I wanted 2 quick church announcements.
Come on.
1, if
Yeah.
you missed Keep Your Distance this week,
Oh.
I kid you not, no bias, you missed the greatest stand-up comedy show I've ever
Oh my God.
been to. Arnest J. Angel was there.
Josh was there.
I took the photos.
He took the photos. The people were watching. Arnest J was 10-15. Arnest J did 35 minutes.
30.
I felt like I was going to have an asthma attack.
Before we even got to Arnest J, I was
Oh, my God.
done.
It was... these comics are out for blood.
Yes.
They are like, I'm going to kill.
This is the stage right now.
It was already going great. And then Arnest came in and who did it?
Who's
is
it?
it?
Who's it? And
You
I'm
won't know if you don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm very hard on comedians. Most comedians I don't find extremely funny. I
Yeah.
find them humorous, but these were people who I was just like, okay, these are the people that I'm like, you're a comedian, and I will watch whatever the heck you put out.
It was absolutely great.
It was great. And then, as I told Kevin and Melissa told him, Kevin, stand up. You are on something. You on something. I don't know what COVID did to
Let me
you,
tell you what.
but you on something, sir.
COVID has made me do what I never had to do ever. If you ever see me live, you have never, outside of Keep Your Distance, you never see me do topical stuff. Ever. I make my set, and it's not like out of fear of like anything. I just, I want to make sure things go well, so I don't really leave much to chance. I work my stuff, I get it ready, I go on tour. Because the Patreon and Keep Your Distance, we have a lot of return guests, and our audience for COVID protocol is basically the same people, plus the comedians guests.
Yeah.
So I can't do the same jokes because the people there are not gonna laugh. They've seen it before, and a lot of the Patreon stage crew pull up to every show. So I'd be like, I got to give them something new. So I really be doing new material every time. So as a comedian, it stretched me more than I ever been stretched before.
I don't know. I think it might be your therapy too, because a lot of the stuff that I've been finding of yours that has been like killing me is stuff about yourself. But I feel like your angle is just in a way that I don't think anyone else would take it. That is what's making yours so good. What do you mean by that, Angel? Meaning that your perspective is now, I feel like, so sharp that it's unique to you.
Oh, yeah.
That is what I mean.
I think I know what you mean. I did a joke about, this on stage. And I think part of that I can attest to is just owning it.
Yes.
Instead of being worried about what people are going to think, I've been settling more into like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Mm-hmm. But you're going to like me or not based on who I really am, not on a carefully crafted character. Yeah. So rock with me or don't.
And the other thing, and I'll shut up about how much I am enjoying your stand-up now, is that church humor can be low-hanging fruit, especially for those of us who've grown up in the church. We all know the things that we can laugh about at church. And I feel like it's like, you know what you're doing? And this is going to be a huge compliment, okay? It is like Jay-Z's 444.
I know what you mean.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
You are now really being like, let me be really authentic about where I am in life. And that's what makes it so hysterical.
And also what protects you as a comedian is it is very hard to steal my personal perspective on life.
Right.
You can steal sometimes comedians don't steal jokes, but if it's very basic, it's parallel thinking. Like, exactly. I did a joke that Trevor Noah did, and I didn't know until somebody called out in the comments. The South African joke, my protest joke.
Yeah, the protest.
White people be off beat. That came from me and Melissa protesting downtown. I'd never seen Trevor Noah's joke, but he had the same joke, but from a South African perspective. But I was like, but the protest part was unique to me, the second part of the joke. But also, I was like, okay, I won't do that no more. Like, it don't make me never mind. And also doing Tony's show, which I'm doing maybe not the 5th, but the 11th, I believe.
Okay.
He's like, I need you to do all my new material. So I'm like writing more than I ever had before.
That's good. So I'm proud of you.
If you bought the 4-pack, you really won because you don't have to pay again. All you got to do is wait for the link to come.
I bought it.
So here we go. What's it? Danny Lee.
Oh, bless her.
She released.
That's her song. That's her big song.
A song she made leaked. And it caused some backlash. The song was called He Want a Yellow Bone or Yellow Bone He Want It? Something like that. But anyway, let's take a listen to the song.
And by he, she's talking about the baby.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's who she with?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a big
I didn't either.
Oh, okay. Yellow Bone Snippet.
That's my favorite part right here.
Oh my God.
You gotta stay in the pocket, Kev.
There you go, Josh.
Okay,
this didn't get leaked. Let's be honest. Ain't nobody.
Oh, come on.
Janae Aiko is shaking in her boots. She's shaking in her boots. No, I'd take Janae any day over
any day of
I'd
the
be like,
week.
girl, better whisper sing to me to me.
Oh, so before we get to the backlash, let me just say, whew, you talk about a terrible. I mean,
I've never heard anything that bad before in my life.
I've never heard Danny Lee's music, period.
Oh, neither did I.
So this is my introduction.
This was the first song you've heard of hers?
Yes.
I think she came by the All Deaf office before.
Really?
Not memorable.
I would have thought this was a Make-A-Wish child that was putting out their dying wish of an album.
We're not doing
that
this.
Minute was 3 hours long.
We're not doing this.
I would have. I've been like, oh, hey, that baby on his last. They didn't took the baby's larynx, and this all they got is the air that's coming out of their mouth.
The air.
You talk about shut up to me.
That was Amar on the beat.
Oh.
Piggy, was he hot?
Just
what is yes, exactly.
I mean, regardless of the colorism, vocal to music to what are you talking about? Hush.
Hush, honey.
You know what that is, Angel?
What?
Angel, this sound like when you have kids spend the night at your house and you tired and they're upstairs. Hush!
Right,
Shut up all that yellow bone. Take everybody shut up and go to bed. I don't want to hear nothing else out of y'all. Turn that TV off and what is that? Turn the music down and shut up and lay down. I want heads in bed. Everybody up there, shut up.
Shut up.
Shoot! I got work in the morning.
When Sai has been crying a lot and he wants to tell me something that happened and I can't understand him. What? What? Speak up! Because I'm not going to keep doing this with you. You know what? Lay down and you get some rest. And then when you're ready to talk to me with a full voice, you talk to me. Danny, when you're ready to rap to me in a full voice, but you need to rest yourself because you're pissing me off with this hyperventilating. I done cried too hard. I can't catch my breath, and I'm trying to tell on my brother.
Bruh. So I hadn't heard the song when I heard the backlash. No. I just saw this girl made a Yellowbone song, and I was like, girl, I know you didn't make no. I mean, engage the room.
Well, one, I didn't know there was a term called Yellowbone. We call it Redbone.
You never heard Yellowbone? Wait, Redbone is
It's Redbone.
Wait, should we get on Childish Gambino? That's Redbone.
That's what they call light-skinned folk. That was already like, well, baby girl, what are you talking about?
I think my mind just fixed it to Redbone.
I was like, what is a yellowbone? Is that a fish? Like what?
I just made no comments on it because I didn't know if that's a term I could speak on, and I just wanted to be safe. And
Josh, is that like the N-word?
I wasn't sure because I've heard of the red one. Yes. I haven't heard. Can
Josh not say Redbone?
I'm not going to try it.
I don't think it's derogatory.
No. I don't know if it is. It's something that we've been saying in culture.
This isn't a wading pool of water to step in.
Yes, it's high yellow, red
high
bone.
yellow.
That's why I was like, yellow. This girl talking about sushi. That sound like a sushi wrap.
That's that sashimi.
Like, he's a pescatarian. What he wants.
It sounds like a fish underwater singing.
That's what.
It's a Little Mermaid song.
Yes,
man.
So that already, I was like, what is the problem? What is she singing about? Because I have never heard of a yellow. That's jaundice. Yellowbone. You have cancer.
Stop it.
And chemo is the only thing that's going to save her.
She's talking about Michael Jordan's eyes. Michael Jordan ain't had white eyes in a long time since Space Jam. He'd be like,
I'm so sick.
I'm done.
He does. Y'all seen it? The white ain't white. His eyes over medium.
His eyes are so dark.
He got over easy.
His eyes got that Virgil Abloh, that off-white.
Yeah.
He got soy sauce on his eyes.
This must be hard-boiled on the side.
He got a little orange zip tie on his eyelash.
Know what happened. Why is his eyes like that? What happened?
Oh, he be drinking over that hen.
Is it the hen?
Stop it, bro.
Listen, there's a whole joke of he on the cognac.
Is the cognac to do it? Okay.
Oh yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. So if we see your eyes get dark, we gonna know. You on that yak. You on that yak.
So let's go to the ad first, guys. And no transition today. We just gotta.
This is
I actually was about to have one, but we gonna go ahead and go into Skillshare. All right.
Okay. Well, you said you wouldn't have none. I didn't want to mess you up.
But I was about to go. I was about to make it happen.
I was about to be here with it too.
Yeah, I was just waiting.
You kind of went in a little early.
Her apology.
You jumped the gun.
I did.
But it's okay. We're here now.
We're here, and we are excited about Skillshare, something that Danny should sign up for and find another skill. Because rapping is definitely not where she belongs.
Turn your camera off.
I need to, bro. I'm not.
We're not in the music industry, so we're free.
We're talking about old girl. But right now, we'll talk about Skillshare, where you can be in a community of creatives and learn the skills that you've always wanted. Okay, whether it be photography, whether it be cooking, there's so many things you can learn. I know Melissa had done a couple cooking classes with the cookies, and y'all have done photography. I definitely want to get on there.
Guitar lessons.
You doing your guitar lessons on there?
I've been doing guitar lessons. I did mixing, mastering. I did. What was the last one? I even did creative writing and photography.
I want to do some graphic design because I just don't want to pay people to do my Instagram
That's
stuff.
The same thing I did. The dude I used, he raised his prices by like 100. And I got the first deal. I said, I'll learn how to do this before I ever do this again. Right. Are you out of your mind? Not for that.
Yeah, no.
Not for simple stuff.
Listen, I'm a student for life, so Skillshare is my type of place. I can learn everything.
Come on,
I'm a beater at Skillshare, okay? Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, okay? Yeah. Especially when you compare it to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. Y'all, like, what
that ain't nothing.
This ain't nothing, okay? Okay?
That's what Netflix used to be.
And they ain't that no more, okay? So, but this is what you can do. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/SK and get a free trial of premium membership. That's Skillshare.com/SK. One more time. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/SK and get a free trial of premium membership. That's Skillshare.com/SK.
So Danny then got dragged on Twitter. Apparently she's allegedly, I'm going to be saying that more, not black. Okay. Saw some pictures of her father and mother, and apparently they are Dominican
they're Dominican.
But I think you can be Dominican black, can't you?
Yes. This is where I was saying I'm going to have so many in this whole conversation. I'm going to be saying a lot of hypocritical things. So just get ready. Just buckle on in.
So let's hear her apology first, and then I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay,
This
please.
is Danny Lee's I got dragged on Twitter. Because she doubled down first, and then she apologized. So here's her apology.
Hey guys, it's Danny Lee, and I just wanted to address what's going on with me right now. I think it's super important because I definitely feel misunderstood. Like, I feel like my song Yellow Bone Is What He Want got the world wrapped into thinking
the actual title.
I said that's what the world wants. Like, no, like, I just speaking on my man. That's what he wants. That's what he has. Like, when I make music, I'm in the studio vibing, turning up, happy as fuck. Like, I'm just making music. It was cool. Like, it was just to turn me up real quick. That's how I make music. Like, it wasn't really meant to be something that people took so deeply. And I understand, like, colorism is a real thing. And I guess you could say I wasn't as knowledgeable in that topic, but I wasn't thinking so deeply into it when I was making this song. And it's like, also, I see a lot of brown skin women making music about their skin types. And it's like, why can't I? Like, you see me, I'm light skinned. I consider myself a yellow bone. That's my definition of it. That's just how I felt at the time. It wasn't even a song I released. I just made a trailer. I was wearing all yellow. I had yellow hair. I was like, oh, it's cute. Let me make a trailer real quick. I didn't think it was going to blow over like that at all. And then to call me a colorist, to call me a racist is like, yo, how? I'm dating a whole chocolate man. I have beautiful melanin.
She doubled down.
Like, y'all really took it.
People always think
like,
that.
Nah, like, let's... It's not about that. That's not where I was coming from. I don't see my skin as a privilege. I never looked at myself as better than anybody, more superior. It wasn't even about that. It was just me making a cocky ass song. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I offended you guys. Like, it was not my intention at all. And, you know, yeah, I know you guys don't know me. That's why I felt like it was important to get on here and speak, so at least you can feel me and hear my voice. Speak on it, because I was gonna write something up, but I was like, nah, let me just speak on it so y'all can feel me. So
you feel her?
Yes.
And so y'all can feel me in her box braids.
I hope everybody has a great Sunday. And yeah.
I bet she born.
She's 26.
You know. 30?
26.
Oh, I'm about to
you
say.
trying to figure out how old she was?
Okay, Angel, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Okay, so the first thing, I was so confused at first because I assumed that she was black.
I thought she was black too.
And I still am on the fence, to be honest, because I do understand that she's Dominican, and I do understand that Dominican has different races. There are white, mixed, black. And she has her percentage of black is there, but it is not a lot. She got like 15% of like.
Where you see this at?
Oh, somebody put up her whole Ancestry.com.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
They put the screenshots. Apparently, she must have put the screenshots first because can't nobody just be tapping into your account.
Yeah.
But as we know, all of those Caribbean islands, regardless of what color, black folk have had some sort of effect there, meaning it's going to be in the culture of the people, in the DNA. Yeah. So first of all, I was confused because I was like, am I not looking at a light-skinned black girl? Like, I don't understand. So when I saw the whole thing of, oh, she's not black, I then got really confused because I'm looking at someone who looks light-skinned. So so here's where I'm saying it's about to be real hypocritical.
Okay, here we go.
If she were a light-skinned black woman, if she actually was, I don't know if I would care that much about it. Yeah. Just because it's not a song, at least from what I can understand, which is not much, it's not a song that I feel like is downgrading me as a brown woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like if she talking about her boyfriend like something that I've never heard of, a yellow bone, well, you guys have fun. But being that she's not a black woman, nor, from what I've heard, allegedly, nor does she claim to be black, it's just like, girl, what are you talking about then? Yeah. Then say, Latina's what he wants. Say that. Dominican is what he wants. But the fact that she's using a term that I don't, then listen, and I also don't know Dominican culture, so I don't even know if they use those terms. So that's
Yellow
the part. Like, I don't know, because colorism is not just strong in America, it is also strong in other cultures, including Latino cultures.
Yep. And Asian culture.
I don't know what terms they use. Right, I don't know what terms.
Yellow bone's not derogatory, is it?
It depends. You know, it's cultural.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in African-American culture, it's not derogatory.
I don't, but some people might. Well, yellow bone ain't a term that we use, first of all. We use high yellow.
Some people in the Patreon say they heard yellow bone in Texas. I've heard high yellow. My mom was called high yellow. My mom is very yellow. She is very light.
But yellow bone, that's something that I don't know what happened in Texas.
Is Danny Lee or Lay?
Lay.
So that's the whole thing. I don't know what the culture is in the Dominican of how they define the color of folk. If they say yellow bone if that's the case, then I actually don't have nothing to say about this because it's not my culture. Go and have a good time.
But I think she is adopting the black part of.
Oh yeah, more than likely. So with that being said, it is, if she's doing blackface, or what they call it, black fishing black. What is it called?
Black.
If she's fishing while black, okay.
Black fishing.
If she's black fishing, and if she's,
I don't think is she black fishing?
She looked like a black girl.
I thought she was black until this
and I think
happened.
She's trying to pass for black.
Yeah, I never knew her parents' history. I just saw her. I thought she was yellow. I thought she was a light-skinned black girl.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so when this song came out, I was like, oh, wait, what? She's not black? She's Afro-Latina?
I was going to say, I don't know if she's Afro-Latina.
People don't call her, if you Afro-Latina, you're black. So there is no difference in that. So either she's Afro-Latina, which makes her black, or she is Latina and not black.
Like Gina Rodriguez, I don't think is Afro-Latina.
No, that child is Latina. Yeah. So I know sometimes Afro-Latinas be like, I'm not black. Oh, the hell, get pulled over by the police. I bet you will. Don't matter what your accent is.
Like Cardi though. Cardi's Afro-Latina, right?
Yes. But I think there's some there's definitely some like tension there because a lot of times Afro-Latinas be liking to try to take that black thing off when it's convenient. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, I still see it. Get out your purse. Get it out of your purse. You still black. Put it back on.
What do you think about her her comments about, like, basically, y'all could do brown skin girl, why I can't do yellow bone skin girl?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it were a light skinned woman singing about loving her complexion, I personally, even though I have had my own struggle with how I felt about light-skinned women growing up, just because I saw how much love they got compared. I mean, I had issues, issues to the point that I knew that if me and Marcus had a daughter and she turned out like a glowworm, like my other kid,
you can't.
I call my babies glowworms. That's my little nickname for my babies. Listen, I call my little glowworms.
It's funny. It's just not expected.
They be so bright looking. They like little glowworms. I knew that I was going to have to work through some issues.
Really?
Because it was
Dive in.
Cause true, for real. I struggled because you saw it was so blatant, especially in the 80s and the 90s. It was very blatant that there was a preference towards light-skinned women. Yeah. And I'm not trying to put that as a fault to light-skinned women. I'm not trying to say that all light-skinned women thought that they were better, but there was definitely a preference that black men seemed to show towards light-skinned women. And it used to piss me off to the point that I started not to like. I was like, you just think you better. That's what you think. And I was like, I'm going to have to deal with that if I have a light-skinned daughter, so that I'm not taking whatever trauma I had.
Maybe that's why God gave you sons only.
Probably, because it was like they all gonna be.
You ain't healed yet.
They all gonna be.
What do you think would happen if Beyonce would have made light skinned girl best thing in the world?
I'm pretty sure people would be pissed.
But she's light skinned.
She is, but she decided to make a song for her brown sisters.
Listen, McKinley, my niece, her favorite color, if you ask her right now, pink, purple, brown, and rainbow. Brown is because of the song Brown Skin Girl.
Aww.
How did she used to sing it though?
Brown skin girl, best thing in the world, spend the last girls. But so I think her argument came off like, what if there was a white entertainment television? No. How would you feel? Right. ABC, NBC, CBS, USA, Fuse. FX. I mean, what are you talking about? That's the whole reason. They never think, but it's not called that.
It ain't gotta be.
You know, it don't have to be called that. It is that. Yeah. So anyway, I think poor thing. She flubbed all over this.
She did.
She flubbed all over. Here's my honest opinion. Okay, and I'm not saying she's not black. I'm not finna go down your percentages. I ain't got time, and I'm not good at math or fractions, especially. I have never heard of you, and it always sucks for this to be the first thing people hear of you is within tragedy. Or not a tragedy, scandal, I guess is the word. Yeah. I don't want to use scandal, but you know what I'm saying. Josh has heard of her before, so at least he can say, oh, she's made this music or that music, or she has this, that, and that.
She's nice. She's a cool person. It's just she did a wrong move.
And here's the thing about the internet.
Wrong move. Yes, I'm sorry.
That I get, though. What I don't like about the internet, and I'll say this, I think I'm grateful I was allowed to grow off the internet. I'm grateful a lot of the stuff that I thought when I was younger, I wasn't saying on social media. I'm grateful for that. Yeah. I think a lot of times now we don't give people as much chance to make mistakes, to seek accountability, and then to come out. It's like, well, you messed up and you're done. You know, like Virgil Abloh, I've forgiven him. Okay, he was like, I was wrong. I was dumb. The way I tried to get my 50 came out wrong. I completely messed that scenario all up. I learned from my ways. He also had, there were some new shoes he had released. I was like, I want to buy them.
And they're going to go really well with your city sweater that you're going to wear.
But I know my day's going to come. Eventually, Angel, the way she talk, it's sure.
Oh, that happens all the time.
She gonna have an iOS press release hot and ready. What did I do today, Marcus?
Just post this notes. I've been saving it for years.
How did it come off to y'all? Yeah. Oh, dang, my bad.
So with ever-changing language and society, I think we have to allow people the chance to grow. I'm not gonna probably check out her music. But I know, but like check her music out anyway.
No. I do not. I don't think her music is good. But I will say this. I have worked on obviously not having the issues that I feel like society had put on me to have me feel some type of way about light-skinned women. So to your point, somebody actually put in the comments, colorism is a two-way street. So I don't ever want to feel like because a woman is light-skinned that she doesn't have the right to be proud of who she is in every 360 point of view. Yeah. Just like I can love my brown skin, she can love her lighter brown skin or whatever. But I think more so with Danny, she is so not claiming our culture to then try to grab a hold of it, whatever you call that, sing about it, not well, and then claim as though like what she's saying it shouldn't be considered offensive is the problem. I'm like, girl, hello, don't you get it? And by hello, I mean HelloFresh.
Oh!
With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients, mouth-watered, seasonal recipes delivered right to your door.
Right to my door, Angel?
Right to your door,
Straight to
bud.
the door.
When I open, it's going to be fresh food?
It's going to be fresh. You're going to be like, oh, my
HelloFresh.
God, hello. It lets you skip the trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some HelloFresh. It makes me feel like I am a real cook. Like I can really chop up something. My kids be like, "Oh, Mom, what is this?" I'm like, "It is the chicken fettuccine with a little bit of parmesan."
In the sprinkler, we like to potel.
We like to potel. What's that? And what is really great is that everything is there. I have tried cooking so many recipes where I get halfway through and realize I don't have an ingredient.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
They be like,
I be like, bro, I ain't got chopped celery. I ain't got no chopped celery.
They be like, you need fresh garlic. You gonna get this garlic salt because
Yeah, that calls just for a half a pound of garlic salt.
Right. But with HelloFresh, you never have to worry about that because every ingredient you need is in the box already pre-measured.
What's in the box?
Okay, HelloFresh offers 23 plus recipes each week featuring a range of flavors, cuisines, and ingredients, so you'll never get bored. Eating healthier has never been easier with low-cal, carb smart, vegetarian, and pescatarian options every week. And no matter what you choose, every single recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from farmers.
We are farmers.
Go to HelloFresh.com/10SK
10SK
and use the code 10SK
10SK
for 10 free meals, including free shipping.
10 free meals?
What you talking?
Give me my phone and do the
Say it one
10SK
more
right
time.
now.
Go to HelloFresh.com/10SK
10SK.
and use the code 10SK
10SK.
for 10 free meals, including free shipping. America's first meal kit. But we're not done.
We're not done.
Okay, so when you're eating good, you also got to make sure that you're putting other good things in your body. Okay, and that's why we're so excited about Ritual, all right?
Oh, yeah, that's my vitamin.
Do you know what's in your vitamins, y'all?
I don't know unless it's Ritual.
Okay, because a lot of these vitamins, you don't know what they put in there. They got all these animal byproducts. You be eating some sheep's wool and some hooves and hides. You just like, is this the Kentucky Derby or a vitamin? It's so many things that's not supposed to be in it.
I can't believe it.
But if that's what's happening to you, it's because Ritual isn't your multivitamin. Ritual isn't the typical multivitamin. Ritual is clean, vegan-friendly formula is made with key nutrients and forms your body can actually use. No shady ingredients, okay? Your body don't know what to do with hooves, but it knows what to do with Ritual.
That's right.
Yeah, it does. They say, hey, man, I'm going to need this and pass it out to my various cells.
It needs more nutrients.
You gotta listen. You take Ritual, you're gonna feel your energy. You're gonna be feeling like you're really giving your body.
And we need it this week, Angel.
Listen.
It's
need it
early
today.
call times and late nights.
Late nights,
You know
okay?
what I'm saying?
You gotta pop that Ritual in so you can feel great, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, Ritual is formulated with key nutrients, including vitamin D3 to help fill gaps in the diet, okay? Now available for men, women, and teens. And that's great because sometimes women need stuff that men don't need, okay?
That's right. Because they got stuff we don't got.
Okay? And then these youngins, these teens, they might not need as much as what I need, okay?
Yeah.
But Ritual got something for
You know
everybody.
your site's going, Angel.
I know my site's real good, okay? But my thighs, though, they need some Ritual help, okay? They need help. And Ritual's multivitamin scientifically developed to help support different stages of life. Your multivitamins are delivered to your door every month with free shipping always. You can start, snooze, or cancel your subscription anytime. And if you don't love Ritual within your first month, they will refund your first order. Let me tell you what we want you to do,
What
okay?
we doing, Angel?
You deserve to know what's in your vitamin. That's why Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months.
10%?
Yes, visit ritual.com/crew to start your Ritual today. Again, you deserve to know what's in your multivitamin. That's why Ritual is offering, here's the thing, listeners, 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/crew. That's KREW to start your Ritual today.
Today I don't feel like doing anything but taking my Ritual. All right, let's move on. Danny Lee, Blay, you're in our prayers.
She need to go on somewhere.
Now I want to move on to Clubhouse. There was a whole a whole rigmarole. Clubhouse, which came out in May 2020, $100 million valuation. If you don't know, Clubhouse is an audio-only social media site. It's only available on iPhone. This isn't a like dig at Android. This is like how valuable the doggone thing is. It's not even available to everyone, and it's worth the valuation is now worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
Master P had this to say about Clubhouse.
The Master Chat. It's all about just being able to chat with our people. I know that we going on Clubhouse. I keep telling people we go on Clubhouse. We making another one of them a billionaire. We just did it, just with Clubhouse. We need to create stuff like that to where we control the narrative and we able to put money back in our community and our culture. But, if one of us did that, we would be saying, nah, I don't think that's gonna work. Why would you call it Clubhouse? It's not a club. We come up with all different type of excuses, right? Nobody cared. Everybody went on Clubhouse, blew this up. This guy went to the bank, got whatever he want. He's gonna take that company public. We're not thinking like that. The only way we're gonna be successful, we're gonna have to start taking companies public. That's the way you build wealth. And
the clip cut off there. I talked about this briefly on my Instagram, and I should have known better. Some conversations you just cannot talk about in short length. Because I had more thoughts, but people ain't really listening over 2 minutes. So do you have thoughts or you want to hear my thoughts?
I would love to hear yours first and then I'll share my thoughts.
Here's my thoughts. Here's what I'm tired of. I think black people get a bad rap for not supporting things that black people do. I don't find that to be true. Not only in my stuff. Now, shout out Stage Crew. They're watching this live. They give money on Patreon. A lot of the people also are on the app. A lot of them have paid up front for the year on both, right? Blindly supported the app. They didn't even know we was doing good, and they was like, here, go to 50, right?
Yeah.
Even other people, other filmmakers, who we don't even like their movies sometimes, continually. We'll go buy support. We'll buy merch from people. It don't even come sometimes. We won't air them out. Like, I feel like a lot of times black people, we support. Sometimes we overly support. We'll kick your business off a lot of times, right? But we always talk about each other like we don't never do stuff, Obviously, we complain. Obviously, we want the best. But I don't think it's fair to say black people don't support black businesses. And I don't think it's fair to say black people support white businesses more. Obviously, everything happens, nothing's 100%. But I think more often than not, we support our own. I've seen communities supporting me, you, Tahir, Tony, Pat, and each other. Small people, big people, all that. So that's one thing that is true. The other thing that is true is that black people do blow up stuff. Okay? Black people absolutely blew up Clubhouse. And this is the part where I actually agree with Master P. We blew up Clubhouse. And what happens is when those companies make that money, the people who blow it up don't often get to share in that. So Clubhouse was at first a whole bunch of tech guys talking about tech crap, and no one cared. I mean, no one cared. Yeah. Then black people came in and did moan rooms, and Kevin Hart came in, and that moment Clubhouse became a lot. A lot of people on Twitter knew about it, but on other social media, people didn't even know what Clubhouse was. Yeah. Kevin Hart thing blew up. A lot of people knew about it. Then there was The Lion King on Clubhouse, Dreamgirls on Clubhouse. There's all type of conversations on Clubhouse, and now there's all these users on Clubhouse, and now Clubhouse is worth more. Now, when Clubhouse gets that $1 billion valuation, they ain't going to say, hey, who started the Moan for Jesus room? And who started this? And who had that room popping? And who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Karen Civil, we should break you off some. They ain't never going to do that. They don't do that on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, none of that. YouTube. Some of these companies are very recently starting to be like, okay, let me break you off a little something, right? So that part's true. And I don't even think, honestly, I don't even think black people, we blow stuff up on purpose. I just think we're so doggone creative that we make whatever we do lit.
Yeah.
Like the Clubhouse rooms, I mean, I don't be on there that much because it's just. But there were some good times. We was on there in that room.
The Moan for Jesus?
Oh, no, Moan for Jesus was my room. The real Moan room was popping. But anyway, we had a great time, right? So that part is true. And the other part is what happens is the Clubhouse guys, they can go directly to Andreessen Horowitz, the people who backed their initial thing. They get $12 million. The matter of fact, I was reading on Andreessen Horowitz's website. You know what the dude said? That man said, we was looking to invest in whatever these people wanted to do. They had another thing called Spaces or something. I don't know what it's called. Some other app before Clubhouse. They got investment in that. People was just like, let's go give you $10 million off the rip, right? And that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
If you had, and I'd say this all the time. This is why I used to listen to this podcast called How I Built This with Guy Raz. And my biggest frustration with it is mostly white people and some black people on there, but they never have this story. The white people be like the GoPro dude. Might be my most frustrating story. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So my parents floated me for 2 years while I went around and surfed the globe.
Yeah.
No job. They just paid me. While surfing, I said, hey, I wish I had a camera on my wrist that could capture my surfs, or I could put it on my surfboard. I want to do that. So I asked my family for money, and I got $300,000 from family and friends. Jeff Bezos. I mean, literally, almost every How I Built This story starts off with my family and friends came up with 25 to 300 grand. These people don't even have to go to Silicon Valley to get their stuff on the way. So here's where systemic racism and redlining and all those things since slavery hurt us. We don't have the generational wealth. So if your son had the idea for Uber and he was like, Mom, can I get 300 grand together? The chance of you, well, actually you might be able to do it because you got so many doggone homegirls and homeboys who are filthy rich. But
Kevin.
But most black people, you can have the idea for Clubhouse, but you won't have $10 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another big
goes, let me call him right now. Like, Kev, is that?
Kevin, Lil Marcus got an idea. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think it's a bigger problem, and I don't think in Master P's thing, I feel like the only blame or the main blame was for the black people for being on Clubhouse. And I don't think that's the main issue.
No.
I think the bigger issues is access to investment, access to like burn money at the rates people like that can burn. And we don't even have a chance to come up with those ideas and have them funded. So it's wrong to me to put most of the blame, or I won't say wrong. It's unfair to me to put the heavy blame on the people for just being on an app in a pandemic when we have nothing else to do. We get something new like, oh man, this is lit. Let's have some fun. You know, shoot. I don't think we just be like, I don't think there was a black version of Clubhouse that we were like, we ain't going on that because it's black.
Yeah.
But we're going to go on this because it's white. That's kind of how I feel.
Well, I agree that black people are very supportive. We can also be, I think it is somewhat a part of our culture to be like, you can't do that. But that's also not our fault either. Like, we are still discovering what we can do. We weren't, after being brought to this country, we're not raised with the sky is the limit mentality. No. We are still trying to get there. White folk are not afraid to fail.
Yes.
We don't want to fail because we feel like it's our only shot. So if we see somebody doing something, it's not always out of hate. It's really because our thinking is so small because of what we've been allowed to do. It's hard to be like, yeah, you spend all that money and do that. We're thinking, no, that's not. Don't be spending all this money you just got on people talking to each other when we got phones. What are you talking about? So I don't even, while I do think that we are supportive, I do know that we have also a very strong naysayer chorus. And a lot of times those are the loudest people. But I don't think that's our fault. It's very hard to dream when people have told you you'll be nothing. It's very hard to get past that, and it's hard to get past that for other people. So I don't think it's it's not so much of a crab in a barrel mentality. It's just sometimes hard to see that the world of possibilities is bigger than what the world has told you it is for you.
Yeah.
And so that's the problem that I have with Master P, is that I don't think he's recognizing that it's hard to do what we've done. It is so hard to be like, yup. Like the fact that kids have been saying when they were little, black kids, I want to be the president of the United States. They give up that dream way early. Not because it seems to be boring to be the president of the United States, because it didn't seem possible.
Yes.
So I just think that you got to be patient with some of us. Some of us, it takes just seeing the first person do it to be like, oh, okay, that's possible. And not everybody can be that position.
I love that.
That's why there are people who are visionary. Like for you to be like, I want to create a show that's outside during the pandemic to keep comedy going. Not everybody has that mindset yet. And that is okay. You have to, Jim Crow South wasn't that long ago. Civil rights movement wasn't that long ago. We're still trying to see past all the BS to see what's possible. And the other thing is, yes, with the money, it is hard. While we do have a lot of capital that we work with, because we can, like you said, we can make something hot. We can put our money behind stuff and make it pop off like never before. But we don't have like a bunch of one gigantic sources that we can tap into. Yes. The banks ain't looking at us like we can do stuff. Like we can't just be like, I want to get a loan for the capital to start off my business. They're like, and what have you done?
And honestly, listen, you've made a lot. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say a lot of this has been purposefully done.
Yeah.
Like think all the way back to Tulsa, right? Like you have black-owned businesses, Black Wall Street, Black wealth, like black-owned whole society. We don't need nobody else, right? So I always think about the children of that riot, right? Or not even riot, massacre.
Yeah.
They saw black guy have this movie theater, this cleaner, this bank, right? Owning all this. Then they see white people be like, you won't have none of that. We're going to burn this all to the ground.
Right.
Now, do you think those people are like, yes, let's start a business? No, they're like, let me keep my head down and work this safe job so I can survive. Yeah. I can't afford, it is a survival tactic to be safe.
Yes.
I just need to stay out the way, work my little job, because too much excess is, now you uppity, you getting lynched. Like it was a purposeful thing to do. And that stuff is residual. You know, it's kind of like passed down in your DNA type of thing. Yeah.
So to ignore that just seems a little, I don't know. I feel like you can't generalize us because this is not a monolithic experience.
Some of us like pumpkin pie.
It's a shame. And also.
But then nobody needed a baker until 2017. It's not our fault.
And also you can't just ignore history.
Yes.
You can't just be like, black people should be doing this. Black people should. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can't. Just like sometimes you can't get a hard one. And that's why Blue Chew is the sponsor of this, okay? This podcast, all right? Guys, remember the days when you were ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up. BlueChew.com. That's like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. When you got all the stress of the world on your shoulders being a black man.
You can't help penis be like, I'm stressed.
Right.
I need a little bit of help.
Exactly.
I want to get up in some coochie, but I had a tough day.
Yeah.
And Blue Chew be like, you want to get up in that coochie?
I need help. I can't just do by myself.
I'm soft. You trying to put me in? I be falling all out. I be soft all
I'm like an accordion.
Yeah, it's a little gummy worm. Blue Chew say you stand up straight, P, and be like, me too.
Yes, Blue Chew know that black erections matter, okay?
Black erections matter?
Yes, they know.
I can't laugh at that.
They know it matters. And that's why we're glad they supporting us. You can take it anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, so you can be ready whenever the opportunity arises.
Don't get a
If
cramp,
you could benefit from more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast, easy way to enhance your performance. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy. It ships right to your door in a discreet package. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free.
Free?
When you use our special promo code SK. Just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BLUE Chew.com. Promo code SK. To try it free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And remember, when you support our sponsors, you help make this podcast possible. So please be sure to use our promo code SK at BlueChew.com.
Support a peen near you.
Yeah. Black erections matter.
Listen, I just want to say, that cannot be a thing.
Black erections matter.
I just want to say, I just want to take a second I want to say thank you to the people who supported us.
Yeah.
Like Patreon specifically, even more than the app, and just hear me out. The Patreon people supported me a year, 2 years before the app.
Dog, they're doing hashtag BEMs.
No, don't. Black erections back. I mean, they do.
Go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
But they supported they were the initial founders of the app. Like saving that Patreon excess money. That's what, listen, we low key, want to know the truth? We ain't even got paid from the app yet.
Right.
And we had to pay for I paid for them productions in October. I mean, the Meadows was like, cool.
And then the rent is due for the new office next
everybody
week.
wants all the money at the beginning.
Yeah, they're like, you're going to be successful.
And also the first that's next week, it's due again.
Yeah, we still ain't got paid. So anyway, I want to say that a lot of black people have supported, and not just this app, restaurants and this and that. And there's a restaurant in Inglewood that was about to close because of COVID. A lot of restaurants were like, couldn't. Yeah, they're not built to survive solely on delivery. And black people raised like $100K, $150K in like a day or two to keep this soul food restaurant. There's people who never been there, not even from LA, was just like, yo, this is going out of business. That's whack. Like, we need that. So I for one appreciate it, and I think we do more than we're giving credit for a lot of times.
Yes.
And there's more to it than we realize. Yeah. A lot of times as well. We don't have, like Andreessen Horowitz they raised like $1 billion to invest in companies. It's just not that easy for black people to come across that much capital that quickly. We don't have generations with which to pull from.
They raise money for companies that fail quickly, swiftly.
Listen.
And if we raise money, that thing better skyrocket.
Gotta work.
It's got to work.
It got to work.
In abundance.
Yeah.
It better work, and it better close its salt. It better work. And that's part of the reason why our app is our app is crock pot growth. Because quick growth a lot of times leads to quick burnout.
Yeah.
And these people have said, Kev, you know what? We cool with 2-3 new shows a week.
Yeah.
Just slowly build it. We got you. Ain't number $5 for this year. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it now. It's not just going to come out of nowhere.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. All right, let's move on. We actually got a whole bunch on the docket. We can't be here all night.
No, we can't.
I got to edit set tomorrow.
And my husband's birthday tomorrow. I got to
get it. Big old Big 39. Big old thing gonna be there.
We going to shoot some guns. Pew, pew,
I want to give you an update. So if you're not on the Patreon, you don't even know we talked about this, but we talked about this and then we took it out of the bonus episode. So last week there was a girl.
Oh, you took it out of the bonus episode?
Yeah, we took it out of the bonus episode.
Oh, we had to.
Yeah. There was a girl who allegedly had gotten deported from Indonesia for making what was it? Like an ebook.
An ebook.
On how to get into Bali and stuff like that. Allegedly.
Deportation. Good.
Their family actually is the Patreon.
Oh,
okay.
Stage Crew fam. Okay.
Friends of the pod?
Friends of the potty.
Oh.
Well,
Más o menos.
they're a little upset because we do as much research as possible.
Right.
We have the clips and the news and the articles and all the stuff that we have up to date. But anyway, one of them wrote us, and I won't read the whole thing
long,
but I'll give you the bullet points, and I want this update to be there. If you don't know what happened, you can look that story up. But here's the primary message we want to get out. Kristen did not write an ebook telling other travelers how to evade immigration policies or COVID restrictions. She didn't do that. She was not deported. The Indonesian government felt social pressure to make her an example for how she chose to Twitter her finger words wisely. Her visa was valid. She was allowed to return to collect her things, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of good that she had done. I don't mean blah, 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 and like this is not important, but there's a lot of words here. She had done a lot of good in the community. She set up funds for friends and family in the community for over 3 generations. She hired a driver and paid him 2 times the rate normally and 2 times paid him two times.
It's a little confusing. I think
2 times the wage?
I think that's what he means to say.
Okay. She helped local businesses redo their signage for either free or reduced costs. Her and Sandra donated time and did artwork for free to help business locals. They're protective over their sister, which I understand. Black Twitter is dragging Her racist Asians came out and called her every nigga in the book, and Indonesia was exposed for their policies and basically saying that anyone who is queer is illegal. Her comments in Bali were made under the guide of her lawyer, and her family just wanted to have her back. So we reported on the story with the information we have. We're never flippant with our reporting, but her sister, this is her actual sister, was saying this wasn't the whole story, which I get. So henceforth now from evermore, if you ever hear saying allegedly.
I usually say allegedly when it comes to me because I don't know what the statute of limitation is.
Yeah, I'm going to say allegedly from here on out, but that's more of the story that we didn't know at the time. So if you're on the Patreon, didn't know why the bonus episode had that taken out, that's why. If you hadn't heard that story, then you know that's why. Okay, moving on. I want to go to this Make-A-Wish lady.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Why are you smiling?
I'm laughing at the people in our Patreon.
They're just saying stupid. They're funny.
I'm not going in there.
Yes, we're going to the Make-A-Wish. Let's make this wish.
So,
and she made the wrong one, honey. She took the pennies out the fountain.
Tell the people, Angel, what happened.
Okay, so former CEO of Make-A-Wish in Iowa, because Make-A-Wish has a bunch of different chapters all across the USA, has been arrested on felony charges.
Oh, no.
Allegedly, she embezzled tens of thousands of dollars from the charity that supports sick children in the group, confirmed Friday. So she just recently took over being the president of this chapter, I do believe, in 2019. And the first thing on her agenda was, I need a bonus. Okay?
First things first, 10 grand.
10 grand. A bonus. I done worked so hard. Give it to me. Also, she used the company's credit card allegedly to purchase make 84 unauthorized purchases, which totaled up to more than $23,000 a month. Jesus. And what's really crazy, not that she did all that, I mean, because they fired her and then called the police real quick. They were like, get this white woman. She's taking our money from the children. But what I thought was truly crazy was that her and her husband have 2 daughters who have required brain surgery. And one of them received a trip to Walt Disney World through the Make-A-Wish Iowa chapter. I guess she was like, oh, so y'all got money. Y'all got cash because we flew first class to Disney World. So y'all need a new boss because I can help y'all out. So she's looking to potentially, if she's found guilty, she faces a C-class felony that carries up to 10 years in prison.
I don't come with the Mercedes, let me tell you that.
Listen, somebody in the picture said she made a wish for herself.
Oh, did she?
You gotta, this is my first and basically only thought. You gotta be one sadistic person
take from the
to
kids.
Steal from terminally ill children.
I know. I was just like,
from the
God,
kids.
If you're gonna steal from PETA. Steal from the animals.
PETA.
PETA.
Not the kids.
Steal from the Girl Scouts. Skim off the top of Samoas. You stealing from Make-A-Wish kids?
Dog. That's bad.
Bruh. I know God was
even
like,
God's like, fam.
Just trifling. And then you going, this is the other thing. I'm not going to face up to 10 years for I think it totaled up to $33,000. Oh, no. If I'm going to face stuff, y'all going to be like, Angel took millions. Embezzle. She bought weaves and cars, a house. Yeah, like it's going to be worth whatever time I spend in prison. $33,000
from kids?
From children.
I mean,
children.
And after you
she thought she was Frank Lucas moving stuff around.
No, wait.
I'm not gonna steal until my kids go to Disneyland. Now we good? Okay, steal.
Yes, that's I think how she figured out they had money. She was like, wait a minute, they put us up in the penthouse at the Disney World Resort. So like they must got some deep pockets.
They put us in the castle in the middle.
Yes, exactly. Mickey Mouse came and woke us up in the morning. Make-A-Wish got some money, and I'm trying to get these bands. She was like, hundreds in my hand.
Stop it.
She said, I'm getting all I can get. That money, keep that, wet. She had her own hotels. It's It's so despicable that if she did this is so despicable.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Of course.
And if she didn't do it, I can't wait to hear the explanation. If she was like, no, I got the new furniture in my house so that when the sick babies came, they have something comfortable to lay on. Okay, that's all. The Louis Vuitton shoes, it's because it brightens up the kid's day when I go to the hospital to see them. They like, oh my God, it's red like when I threw up. It's the same color. And she's like, exactly, red. Like, I'm trying to figure out.
I got red bottoms, so when I step in their blood, I don't want them to feel bad.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
I'm like, how are you going to explain personal expenses?
How you dip in you go to Make-A-Wish, the Make-A-Wish debit card at Nordstrom's? The person like, what's this for the kids? Shut up and put the Fitty earrings in the thing. Don't ask
Put the numbers in if it don't swipe either.
Yeah.
I know y'all can do it.
I'm buying this for one of the kids.
It's got a chip too. I know it'll work.
Ma'am, these are draws.
Hush. She at Tiffany's getting diamonds. The girl lost her teeth. We're going to replace them with the diamonds. Swipe it.
The thing is, it wasn't like she worked there years.
No.
She basically got a job. They was giving out bonuses for people who had worked that year. She was like, 10,000.
Give it to me.
And the people was like, hold on, what? How? Everybody shut up. I'm in the account now.
I don't understand. It is so, how do you do that? These kids, the Make-A-Wish, most of these kids that a lot of times get their wish granted, they're thought not to have a very long life expectancy. These are kids that are about to pass away. So to think, like, is she like, this dude ain't gonna make it, so we can just go ahead and take his money. Like, what is she?
That reminds me of The Boys when the first season, they're like, maybe we can schedule next week, and they're like, no, he's not gonna.
Right. He's not gonna make it.
This lady, and then her mugshot. From her mugshot, I'm like, oh, she for sure did it.
And she looks terrible. She looks awful. I mean, she looks first. This is I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say because then people gonna be like, Angel, you can't say it, but I want to say what I want to say. If put like this,
just say it for the picture on Josh. Take it out because I want to. No,
hear it. From this mugshot, I would not know if this was a man or a woman. They could have easily said the man took money from Make-A-Wish.
Take it out, Josh.
And
she looks like Charlize Theron in Monster right here.
Yes,
that's what she looks like.
She did not spend that money on Botox. I can tell you that right
now. My
wish
is meth. Granted.
Allegedly. And we're back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on from Methgate, Wishgate. Listen, let me tell you what. So LA, by the way, the governor of LA was like, man, just open up. I don't know.
California.
California, I'm sorry. The governor of California randomly, like I had gotten so used to it being closed that. We open, Angel. You didn't hear?
Outdoor dining.
No, when we open?
Yesterday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yesterday.
Newsom's like,
Sunday
remember the social stuff that I had? Don't even worry about it. It's up to y'all.
Sunday
we're back
night,
on the tier system.
We're back to tier system, which is basically back to where we were when we went to Napa. Okay. So Sunday night mail, because I had stopped checking. I was just like, whenever. March, October 2038. Just tell me what we can go outside. I'm not even, I just stopped caring. Mm-hmm. So Mel was like, hey, I heard. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be open. So, and lo and behold, yesterday, Gavin Newsom was like, bro. The press release was like, we don't know. The numbers trended down for a little bit. Basically, we don't have enough money not we have enough. We don't want to be playing all these unemployment claims. So y'all go back to work. So restaurants are back open to outdoor dining. Okay. You can go to the nail salon. There are some nail salons operating like you had to come in the back. And
they were like, we gonna be your neighbors.
Every barbershop had the windows were. They had like trash bags too. They weren't even gonna buy drapes.
It was clandestine barbershop operation.
It was prohibition there.
So
I didn't know we were open.
We got open a little bit.
I don't go nowhere.
Listen, I don't go nowhere, and I got tested. I got tested 5 times last week in 3 days.
Listen, I had. My nose feels like a hoe. Like,
have you heard of this Nussy?
Is that what this is?
They're calling people are addicted to coronavirus testing, and they said it's Nussy.
Yeah, I can believe it. I was going to do a video on it, and I didn't know it was a thing.
That's a whole article.
They're
addicted to that. And they're like,
when the people don't be going too deep.
Shut up. No, I'm not looking nothing up.
People been addicted to the COVID test. They get aroused And they keep getting the test because they like that.
That's that hair on.
That's like,
when they nice though, when they nice with it and they don't go too deep, when they right there, it's like a little massage. I ain't gonna even lie.
Angel, that's that hustle.
No, this black lady, she did my nostrils today. She was real gentle with it.
They're getting better. Stabbing me in the brain.
The first one I got, I swear they hit the back of my brain.
Yeah, I don't get none of those no more. The ones that they do at Warner Brothers, they real gentle on that thing.
When I did the show that I did, I almost said the name that
don't do that.
I did it, but one of the 3 was nice to Manussi. But at the Keep Your Distance show, that doctor or nurse, he'd be like, "Hey, what's up?"
You gotta talk to him nice. I'd be like, "Hey, don't hurt me," and then he's like, "Okay, I won't." Yeah.
So anyway. Yeah. So we're back open. You can travel. You can do all this stuff, right? So this brought up an interesting thing that I had never seen, right? In the Heat, the Miami Heat arena, they have hired, where is it?
I didn't see it. I don't know what
the Heat plan to use coronavirus sniffing dogs.
I saw that.
To scream.
I seen them. They were at PetSmart last week.
I was like, how is that possible? How?
They
what
know.
if you're just musty and the dog is confused?
The dog's like,
what does COVID smell like to a dog?
Listen, I believe you can train dogs. You can train them to smell bomb. You can probably train them to smell the vid. How though? Like, you have COVID, people be like, we smell that. What that smell is? He just musty. Oh, okay.
Well, then that would be, we smell that. What is that? And if the person says, I don't smell anything, then maybe since that's a symptom that you can't smell nothing, but how does a dog smelling?
I don't know. The whole thing that I thought was interesting, people want to go outside so bad, they will do anything.
It don't even matter.
To go outside. The dog smell.
I would be like, yeah, we're retiring Rufus since 2028. He served 10 years in the COVID.
Right, the COVID division. What?
Out of the American Airlines Center.
How does that even work? Are they stupid?
You know what they are? Broke. These businesses are like, bruh, all of the leagues need my money. Like, you think about, you run around, and that's what in the article that about Corona, because a lot of people in LA were like, bruh, it's not safe. But the business owners were like, look, there's no proof. This is not whether I agree or not. This is just what the business owners are saying. They were like, it's no proof that outdoor dining is more dangerous than just delivery, right? So you told us we could do outdoor dining. We invested in heaters, tents. You know, one restaurant was like, I just spent $90,000 to be able to open for 6 weeks. As soon as I get that up, you close it down. I can't pay my bills. Now I got to pay for this. And there's no proof that this is even worth or working. So, but it has to be working because after being shut down for another 2 months, the ICU numbers went down in the whole state. But not, I think LA or Southern California is still at like 0%.
No, it's or still 2%. Popping. Yeah, it's not better.
But there is proof that outdoor dining is worse than delivery. You over here breathing and talking to folk while you're eating.
Listen, the restaurant people be like, but in Atlanta,
for a second. I'm sorry.
You thought you were
I was like, wait a minute. There's something wrong with Baby
Yoda. In Atlanta, they eating and doing it.
In Atlanta and Houston, a lot of these places that are more open than us are having less numbers than us. Which people are like, well, what are they doing in the turkey lab? There's a turkey hut in Houston.
The difference. Here's the difference.
They seen Bow Wow.
We have so many occupations that require us to test out here.
Yes.
So people who are asymptomatic are finding out, oh no, I have the COVID. I had no idea. In Atlanta, if you asymptomatic, basically you ain't got COVID.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't going in to be like, let me check. No, you gonna go about your life. And then eventually somewhere down the line, somebody granny gonna get it and she gonna die. But you gonna be fine. That's the big, my mother, that's the reason why she's moving to Kentucky. She was like, it's just so many COVID cases out here. I just can't do it. I said, Mama, COVID everywhere. She's like, but it's not like this in Kentucky. I said, Mama, because they don't care in Kentucky. They don't care. I was like, the people who are having cold-like symptoms, it's nothing. We're here, we be making a big deal out of it. You got a cold? You need to stay inside for
my son sneezed. I was like, where you been? You ain't even left the house in 2 weeks.
You got to stay inside for forever. But yeah, my sister was like, oh yeah, we ain't getting tested unless we have to feel terrible.
And that's the thing I think, like, I'm doing this thing on my Instagram about how many times I got tested. I probably, not even joking, have been tested 50 or 60 times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I went on Twitter the other day. I think
that's conservative.
Yeah, and that might be conservative because it was 5 last week. Over 60% of people have been tested once.
Never been tested.
And the next 30 was like, I had one test.
Yeah.
I get tested because like you said, in our industry
is probably the leader in industries getting tested.
Yeah.
For
and
sure.
that's crazy. When I was on set, the doggone call sheet for COVID it's a whole nother division.
It is.
Like the lighting grip department.
Yeah.
It is literally just
I'm seeing
cost.
CCO on credits now.
Chief COVID officer?
Well, COVID compliance officer.
COVID compliance officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, when I went on set Monday, the first 8 people I interacted with was the COVID team. After the base camp head PA, check in that COVID, take a COVID test, sit here while you wait for your test, go sit in your trailer.
Yep.
Oh, you ain't got it. That was the first 5 interactions, and that was about 2 people each. Yeah. And that's before I even, usually you go and sit down and you go to makeup or PA gets you breakfast or something like that. Don't hush.
No, we don't want to talk to you because we're not trying to shut down if you mess this up. No, just to start working this week on the show, I got tested 3 times last week.
Yeah, so did I.
And then to show up on the lot, I had to have filled out the questionnaire to show the guard that I don't have anything that remotely looks like COVID going on in my life.
Yeah.
And then the same thing, first person, go ahead and sign in with your patient ID so they can go ahead and get up in them nostrils.
Yeah.
And then wait. So that's not happening anywhere else.
No. So do you think LA is just reporting more because they're testing more?
Yeah.
And there's a very high population of people here too.
Yeah, that's true. That's part of the problem about living in a big city.
I mean, we're reporting more because we're testing more. Now, the ICU rates, that's a whole nother, that is an actual we got a lot of people in the ICU. Mm-hmm. But I definitely think our test rates are higher because people are, as people are saying in here, they've never been tested, A lot of our people, you talking about in here? Yeah, inside of Patreon, they're saying they've never been tested.
Said, I work in a hospital. She only had 1 test.
My mom's only tested like 3 times.
All of my children have had COVID tests.
My boys had probably 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's that's what I'm saying. It's a whole different ball game what we're dealing with out here than what they're doing in Atlanta. Atlanta has been open, and because COVID can be asymptomatic or the symptoms can be so slight that you don't even recognize that as a symptom.
Let me ask you this because you just brought up a good question. Tank had it, but the only thing he had was a loss of smell for like 3 days. Mm-hmm. If he were in Atlanta, he probably just would have went about his life.
Yeah.
And never.
And passed it to several people.
Yeah. And never really, and they might have actually had it like a different not version, but like reaction. Because he didn't really get sick.
Yeah.
You know?
So that is the big thing. While I don't ever think, I just believe this about myself. I could be wrong. I don't believe that if I got COVID, I would be someone who had severe symptoms. That's just never been the thing. Like, I don't get sick often. I feel like my immune system would be like, well, we got you, sis. However, I have a son with asthma. I don't know how it would affect him since he already has a chronic lung condition.
Yeah.
So while I get it, and I'll be wanting to go outside too, like, I'll be wanting to go outside. I want to get my eyebrows done because they over here. My mustache is fully grown in.
Stop.
My chin hairs be waving to y'all, and y'all don't wave back.
My beard.
My beard is fully grown in.
Listen, my great grandma, she had a 5 o'clock shadow.
And dudes used to like that stuff.
Josh, Grandma Jack had gray hair. You see some old black women when they just don't care no more. Mm-hmm. You give her a kiss, it was like prickly cactus.
I'm trying to tell you that back in the day, there were men that found all that attractive.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Little mustache. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of mustache hair. Little beard. I don't like it.
You don't like
Not
it
for me.
No, and listen, I don't know if Bevel can take his. Because this one over here is so long. Come on, King Jesus. Oh, it's down here.
She naming them, bro.
It's so, Jesus.
I actually can see it now that you brought it up.
Yeah, I pulled it up. This is real. This is what kids and age will do to you. I'm just hairy. It is what it is. I'm not even going to be ashamed of it. I'm not going to be ashamed of who I am and what the Lord calls me to be. This is the Wolverine. I'm not going to be ashamed. Okay? Okay.
Joe! know.
It's the truth. But I be wanting to go outside too.
Top 5 funniest people I know.
Hands down.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
You are really
like naturally funny.
You are like Teddy Ray funny, where I'd be like, you don't. Your greatest skill is thought to mouth. There's nothing that stops that. And this is what you censoring yourself for my podcast.
I was about to say, I'm actually censoring myself.
Angel, when the cameras are off.
It's literally like her comedy is stream of thought.
Literally, what I'll say this. Black erections matter. Nothing in your brain say, don't say that. You be like, no, I will say
but
that.
they do. And I will say
it. My brain is going, yes, sis, say it. Yeah, sis.
Look at who you're saying. I watched that thing over so many times.
That's top moments.
Podcast clips are hard. Like, if you're not watching the whole podcast, it's hard to pull a piece out and get it.
That's why it's so hard for me to cut clips sometimes. But that one we had 2, I was like, oh, for sure we got to keep these.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm glad that my gift has made room for me here.
Listen, Jay Friedgen said, I said that about 18 people. Listen, let me tell you, I work with some of the people I find the funniest. Period. Angel, Tony. Tony's the best stand-up comedian I know.
Tony's hilarious.
Okay, personally, no. I get why my son likes him. Tahir is Tahir's commitment to his bits.
Boom.
Is his greatest. He is the star of the challenge show.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Every time I go to find clips, it's always Tahir.
He's hilarious.
He is so funny in this show. I hit him today. I was like, yo, you are hilarious. His commitment to villainry is so strong.
He's not going to let it go.
When he sang that song, when we were supposed to write songs, let me tell you why this was so funny. Tahir sat up there and acted like he was writing his song in that room.
He did it prior to us starting.
Angel, he had headphones on. He doing this, which we were all doing.
Yes.
Like going over our lyrics. So then when he went to go and sang a song, I was like, you really faked up. And the cameras weren't even on.
No.
He committed with nothing just so he wouldn't sell. It wouldn't click that he was about to be dumb.
Right.
He lied when the cameras were off.
Yes, he definitely is committed to the lie.
He's so committed. So when he came and said, when I close my eyes and think of you, and Jonathan McReynolds said,
that look was priceless.
And Tony was laughing. He didn't even know why.
Tony was
just laughing because me and you was laughing. He didn't get it to the third song. He didn't write
the look on his face of finding out Santa Claus wasn't real. That's what it was.
He said, he didn't write that. Right. We're like, Tony, he didn't write none of those 3 Kirk Franklin songs. So anyway, and Teddy Ray his stand-up is like talking in the barbershop. There's just no difference. Teddy never seems like and I don't mean this disrespectfully, I mean this is like as a compliment. He never seems like he's doing material. He just talks like he talks when he's talking to you.
Yes.
When he said, man, they said Cole was killing fat niggas, I was just like, because it's so real.
It's so funny.
He's like, what am I going to do? Just drop 100? He was like, Lord, you see it? I was like, but I mean it, like, these people are the funniest in the world to me. So anyway, enough of this. Josh got to go ahead and edit this. Patreon, we love you.
Thank you guys for stopping through.
I think, give me 1 second before we close.
I did win that poetry contest.
Oh, by the way, let me tell y'all what happened with the poetry contest. Tia, who's my friend, I'm going to tell y'all this now since the episode's out. After the thing aired, she's like, well, Angel won, but I just thought it would be obvious if I picked her. Yeah. And I was like, Tia, you should have picked her.
That's what she said to me. She said, I didn't want it to seem like I was siding with you. I said, that doesn't matter.
No, I was like, I was like, Angel, as soon as you did this, I was like, I'm out. I was like, Angel, for sure.
Soror. I was just
that's another reason. She was like, we're both deltas and stuff. And I was like, Tia, I don't want Angel to win, so it works for me. But it was quite obvious.
Yeah, I was just
so that in an acting challenge, the guy giving you the bonus that was not the bonus.
It was a deficiency.
It was literally the hardest thing.
It was the handicap of the whole thing.
Yes.
I was like,
so you got robbed.
I did.
You got robbed completely on the poetry one.
Yeah.
But on the acting one, you got robbed and screwed.
There you go.
You got screwed on the acting one. Mm-hmm. But when you did Tony's monologue and you messed up and you said
that was priceless.
Through the thought.
I was like, listen, y'all know I'm Stumble McGee over here.
Y'all don't understand how much fun we are having on this app and some of the stuff we're creating now. Mm-hmm. We actually had to take a break for like 3 weeks because of the vid. Yeah. You know, a couple of our producers, people they live with had it. Yeah. And our company's too small. We were just like, everybody hush.
Everybody stop moving.
That's why we're doing Zoom.
That's why we're doing Zoom. And that's why we got to pay so much in COVID testing, man.
That's
COVID
not cheap.
Testing is a lot. But that's what, if we're going to be a major app, a major production company, that is what the major production companies are doing.
Listen, the only way we can continue to keep your distance, well, now that it's open, you actually can do it. Mm-hmm. But when it wasn't open, you had to, it was basically a production. That was the only reason we could have 20 people there because it's a production, but that means you have to be COVID compliant.
Yeah.
And now just for our safety, we still are going to do it until, I can't even imagine any time in this year not do it. Just honestly for my safety. I know, Angel.
For everyone's safety.
For everybody's safety. So anyway, I really hope my kids could go back to school next year.
They probably will in 2020. Well, you know, these private schools is trying their best to get.
Yeah, JoJo's school is like, come on, y'all. And Melissa's like, take him. Because some kids don't, the computer is tough.
It is.
Zoom school is tough, man.
It is. I told you, my little kindergartners.
That sucks so bad.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. They're projecting the curve to actually taper in like July. That's what I saw, but that's also.
I said, is that my birthday gift? Is that what the Lord's going to do?
Let me tell y'all what right now, as God is my witness, the first COVID vacation I take. It's every vacation I should have took.
And we're shooting it.
And
it's a vacation. It's a vacation tour, Kevin.
Josh.
You're hitting every city you want to hit.
Josh. No.
No.
The year prior, we did like.
We were on exponential growth.
I did like 8 places. I went like 8 places.
Just for vacation?
Yes. Mexico, Spain, Amsterdam, London, Puerto Rico.
Then you have shows in those places or no?
Not all of them.
No.
Amsterdam, we just went. Spain,
Mexico, we just went.
Mexico, we just went. Puerto Rico, I mean, I had a gig, but we'd be like, stay for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo, we just went.
I know Tokyo.
That was top 5.
I mean, I always make content, but I don't always have a gig. Because I used to do that when I was young, and then I'd just be tired. That's what I'm trying to learn. Let me tell you what, this book I read about managing your energy, I be taking naps.
You got to.
I'm much better now that I'm not trying to do everything. Like on Patreon before this, I recorded this John Legend song just so tomorrow I can have less to do. But when I finally can go outside, I am going hard.
Go hard.
All of the Mai Tais. Penthouse suite.
You gotta do it.
Service. Stomach out. I might wear me Speedos.
One thing about Kev, I saw a tweet. What did Key tweet it? One thing about Kev, he's going to have his stomach out.
Stomach and chest out. Body positivity, baby. Let me tell you what.
No, Kevin, no.
This body, there are more people like me in the world than your Michael B. Jordans.
Oh, yeah.
More people are soft.
But we don't.
More people hang over the belly. Okay, more people are a little insecure. Listen.
His titty hit the mic.
Little titties hit.
Hit him with a right hook like McGregor caught.
I got little titties. Okay? I got a big belly. I got butt crack out. I got light arms. I got muscle deficiency. I may be soft.
You got muscle light.
I'm light up here. I'm not strong. That's it. I can pick up heavy stuff, but I don't look strong.
Oh, bless it.
But I'm like more people, guys. Take your shirts off and look in the mirror right now. You want to be honest? Do you look like Michael B. Jordan or you look like me? Huh? You look like Megan Thee Stallion or you look like Megan McCarthy?
Oh.
And this is not disrespect. I just want you to be honest.
Wrap this up, bro.
People laugh at me when they are me. You walk by that mirror when you get in the shower, you say, whoo, that's me? I do it too.
Why?
You got to lift and fold and wash? I'm with you.
Why?
It be sweaty right here. It be sweaty right here for me too.
Why is this happening, Lord?
Body positivity, guys.
What did I do to deserve this?
See you next week.
Oh, dear God.
We're done.
Cut it off!
Here's the thing.
Where's that video of Mars singing that?
It's somewhere on the
Coming in.